broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, shoppers and AfterBuzzers alike. I would like to invite you to AfterBuzz TV Superstore After Show. I'm your host, Khaliel Abooboo, and I'm also joined by
Frank Moran. You can follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie, and I will buy whatever this man is selling.
Well, I'm here to sell you an awesome recap. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Let's head right into it.
Well, there you look at that.
You know, I try. You know, it was a lot of Wheel of Fortune.
I was not ready for that. I'm sorry, guys. I was not ready for all of that.
No.
I can do it over. I can do it over.
QVC, reach out to Khaliel. Hit him up on Twitter.
Saying,
come on, you want this man on your network.
You want me to be selling diamonds?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Those high-class valuables.
Let's go.
Yes.
I can talk about cuts and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I get cuts all the time. Paper is really sharp. So we start today's episode where we're having a group meeting, a team meeting, as always, which is good because, you know, you need to come in and like have a plan for the group. Where Glenn announces Dina has demoted herself.
Ooh, yes. I feel like a little continuity there from last episode. She decided she wanted to take herself out of the assistant manager position so that she could pursue a relationship with Jonah, who was a little too wimpy to really just cut it off. He kind of left the door open, and Dina is now seizing this.
He did. That's going to, personally, I think that's going to a great length to pursue a relationship with somebody.
I can't imagine like wanting to take a step down. I mean, you've got to feel like it is a guaranteed lock if you're gonna make some kind of life change like that for yourself.
You guys need to already be banging basically, and then you get caught, and then you demote yourself.
Yeah, like I'm not supposed to be dating somebody that's superior. Fine, I'll just demote me, and that's cool. Yeah,
you're kind of putting the cart before the horse on that one.
Oh yeah.
So,
but Garrett notices though. I did like that Garrett noticed the little looks that Dina was shooting Jonah.
Once again, Garrett is by far my favorite character on the show.
Absolutely, I really do enjoy him. He was pushing a lot of buttons this episode, and it was great.
Yeah, shout out to Colton Dunn.
Yeah, absolutely. We find like Garrett doing pushing the buttons to help somebody, but then also pushing somebody's buttons to really just screw around with them too. So I like that we get both sides of Garrett in this episode.
We was. Speaking of Garrett, this might be jumping ahead a little bit, but if I don't say it now, I'm going to forget. When him and Jonah were going back and forth, and they had the customer come in for a return. I was really looking forward to this customer coming back at the end of the episode and doing something.
Yeah, because when that customer leaves and says, "You haven't seen the last of me," if we don't see him this episode, I want to see him
next episode. Yeah,
this has got to pay off somehow.
Yeah, because another thing I noticed this episode, and I've noticed it on the other ones, but today it just stuck out to me. I really enjoy the little moments that we get with customers shopping.
Oh,
when they're doing random things, like the guy who was taking a free sample every time the other guy puts one down. I
love that because I always, at least for me, I feel personally that kind of, I don't know, like shame or embarrassment, like because I want multiple samples, but I feel like everybody's judging me, especially the person right there that's serving them if I'm taking more than one.
I always feel like, especially when I'm at Costco, I always feel like, as a customer, just me and the other customers, we're all like little pigeons, and they're just throwing out breadcrumbs, and we're like, ooh, 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 ooh.
It is, and it's so, because for some reason, especially over there, they never have like a steady stream of those samples. No. It's always like this little waiting time.
Like waves. It comes in waves.
Yeah, and so as soon as the new fresh ones get put out, you're right, it is like, oh man, it is a fight to get those things.
You have the one like, you have the one lady, I'm not going to say what kind of lady she is. She comes in and she grabs a whole bunch, and then there's like her family right there, and it's like, oh, all right, well, I guess.
Yeah.
Give it to the kids.
I know that. You always feel bad, like when you see a kid crop up, you're like,
right.
Can I be that guy?
All right. You took the last two, though. You saw me standing right here.
Yes. I feel like
You know who you are, lady.
I'll give. I feel like sample etiquette. You could take 2 because you never know if you're getting somebody for your spouse or your child or
Right.
something like that. But you take more than 2, then you're just being greedy.
Man.
Come on,
Man.
wait. Give everybody else a shot before you
I've
start
seen
going
them,
in.
especially when it's cups. They'll like take all their fingers and then clam it together, and then now I've got 5 cups, just like that.
You sneaky sons.
Costco.
Well, the other customer one that we liked, that I liked as well too, was the guy coming out of the dressing room and he forgotten his pants and his underwear.
Does that ever happen to you? I saw you laugh pretty hard.
I did laugh. Like, I was enjoying good nudity in a show there, especially pixelated nudity. That has never happened to me where I've walked out without my pants and underwear on. I was like, all right, I feel like I know how to put myself back together before I leave that little dressing area.
So he says. So he says.
They don't keep that security footage for.
But
long,
I really do appreciate that.
They don't. Do they? No, nobody.
I really do appreciate those little snips. I think it's really creative.
Yes, those are actually my favorite parts of this because they're just so random and they're just great little quick hits of just something bizarre.
But it makes sense though. Like you see it, it's like I've seen that. I've seen that happen in the store.
You got to know that they're sitting in there in that writer's room. Like I was at a store and I saw somebody doing this, or somebody worked there like in high school and they're like, oh god, when I was working there, somebody did this.
There's this one guy who would come in every week and do this. No. Oh my gosh.
Have either of you guys worked in retail?
Yes,
I did. Yes, I got my first job in retail and fired from my first job in retail.
Nice. I'm proud of you, dude. Give me some.
There you go. Thanks, man. I thought I was getting promoted after the 90-day probation period. So when they announced my name to come in for a meeting over the loudspeaker, I was like, all right, this is it. I'm getting my full-time promotion. And then I walked in and said, we're going to let you go. I'm like, what?
Wow.
But on the bad side, they put me in the automotive department. And admittedly, my knowledge and ability to talk cars, pretty low. So
Yeah.
I probably wasn't the best fit in that department. But I did not think I was so bad that I was going to get the boot.
Right.
It happened though. Ooh, bitter pill to swallow.
Speaking of promotion, so Dina demotes herself and is supposed to work under Cheyenne. And then they have this back and forth about being, oh, I used to be your superior and now I'm working under you. Don't feel awkward or anything. Has that happened to you?
I have not had a former boss that have to work underneath me at all.
Right.
And you could see right there that it did not work out as well. Dina's the type of personality
she's still type A.
Yeah, she's not going to let somebody, especially somebody that, like a pregnant high schooler, tell her what's going on about the world. Yeah.
That's fine. I'm actually in a similar situation now where, like, I got promoted, and so, like, I'm over the people who, well, not over, but I'm in a different department than the people who were over me.
Okay.
And so, like, now they look at me and, like, they can't really tell me what to do anymore. And so it's just awkward. It's kind of fun, but then it's kind of awkward. Like,
but I mean, I feel like, do you feel like they want to be able to keep telling you what to do and they know they can't? Or do you rub it in their face at all?
I think that, no, I don't rub it in their face, but I think they had fun doing it. And it's like the thrill is gone.
Oh, it's like, no, we can't tell him what to do. He doesn't have to listen to us now. He doesn't have to listen to us. This is ridiculous. Well, I figured, like, out of every department in the store, I mean, I guess, for certainly for the episode, but why would you put Dina in the makeup section?
Yeah. She's not dainty.
No, not dainty. And we've seen her from last episode when she was trying to seduce Jonah in the restroom. That her makeup job, not good at all.
No.
But she thinks she's the bee's knees when it comes to makeup. Bee's knees, guys. That was
bee's knees.
Yeah,
I like that. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. AfterBuzz.
There you go. But we figure, like, with Dina taking that demotion, that leaves a spot open for assistant manager.
It does. And now Glenn tries to recruit Amy.
Yes.
Amy shoots it down, which I don't blame her.
No, but I mean, certainly looking at everybody we've seen in that store so far, even just with snips and little pieces of everybody else, I can't think of anybody else
who maybe Jonah, but he's new, so you don't know the store as well.
And while Garrett, at least, it seems like he's not a total psycho or crazy, you just know that's not what he's interested in at all.
No ambition for that whatsoever.
So I feel like Amy's that, but she is reluctant to because she's got all her college classes and stuff that take up a lot of time. Yeah, I was about to say high school. Whoops. No, all her college courses, all these night school classes are taking up a lot of time. So she doesn't have time to be able to doing all this extra work for relatively the same amount of money.
Totally understandable.
Yeah, which I'm actually at a job right now where it is I've accepted more responsibility for exactly the same pay. So you're like, why am I doing this? Yeah, but I mean, I guess it's one of those things that you get more shifts, things like that. So you kind of see at least. Well, you're not seeing maybe your hourly rate go up. You're seeing the chances to get more shifts per week.
More stuff is coming in.
Yeah. So
understood. So then they go on a interview whatever. They start interviewing a lot of people.
Yes, which I was glad we got a pullback from our pharmacist. Yes, we get to see him come back.
I like the pharmacist.
He was great.
I think I'm attracted to watching arrogance. Like, I love watching arrogance. Lately, I don't know if you guys are fans of Kanye West, but he's been doing Twitter rants lately, and they're so great. His one-liners are so amazing.
I'm gonna have to follow.
Now
him.
you have to,
Yes.
go check them out. It's some great stuff in there, but it's rooted in arrogance, and the pharmacist has that same persona.
Oh yeah, have you ever had to hold a man dying hand and tell him that he can't use his reward points for his medication?
Exactly. And it's great. Like, I just love watching people be full of themselves.
Yeah,
I
and
think it's awesome.
man, and he hit it up. He needed a 40% increase in his salary there. He needed stock options. Boy, he had a list of demands for that.
He did. But he clearly wanted it because he did the countdown.
Yep.
And then, all right, I'm going to count again, but I'm going to give you 10 seconds this time.
No go. And then
No
you pretty
go.
much see everybody else in that store is a freak, especially the one guy that's like, here.
The pedophile?
Yes. Well, babysitter, but no, it's really just watching kids. And you put that on your resume. That's like, I'm good at watching kids.
And he just stares at the picture.
They're so clean.
That was so creepy.
This one's eyes is dead. What's the name of this one? Don't give him her real name. Don't say that.
Yeah, the sweet old lady.
Oh yeah. And then, so while that's happening, though, we find out that Jonah goes up and talks to Dina, and trying to, in this sense, try to kind of end it. As Garrett says, you gotta nip this in the bud,
Right.
And he can't. He ends up. Dina just is on the attack. Come on over. We'll have risotto. We'll watch Hoosiers. Sound like a great date night for you?
It does.
Somebody came over and you said, "All right, Khaliel, come over. I'm gonna make risotto. We're gonna watch Hoosiers."
You had me at free food. Just saying.
There you go.
I'm not hard to please.
All right, I like that. All right, there you go. Yeah, so he can't say no. He feels like he's like, all right, I'll see you at 8. I can't say no to this. So it does not go well. So Garrett feels like he's got to teach him. You got to learn to say no, because Jonah doesn't want to be, as he says, he doesn't want to be the bad news guy. He wants to be the good news guy. People like him being the good news guy, and I guess everybody wants to be that guy.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be like telling anybody no or
Except for the pharmacist.
Oh yeah, he
doesn't mind.
Yeah, he enjoys. He'll hold somebody's dying hand and crush their dreams. But I can agree with that. Like, I hate being like the bearer of bad news or telling somebody. I don't know. I mean, it's you just want to be liked. You want. I mean, not that everybody has to like you, but you don't want to be thought negatively. Like,
Exactly.
this guy's a jerk. But I guess you can't please everybody.
So he kind of pussyfoots around it. We found out you can say that on TV.
Yes.
He kind of pussyfoots around it, and it just drags it out to where they end up in the changing room. And this is a part where you broke. You broke again.
I did.
They take him in the changing room, and Dina forces herself on him, kisses him, and they played a voicemail.
Yes.
He tries to break up with her.
But I two things that I liked in that scene. Damn you, Superstore, you got me laughing again. Is her response after she kisses him that, wow, your teeth taste great. Like, oh, come on. What a creepy, weird line. I love that. That was great.
I mentally picture her licking his teeth, and that's where it just gets disgusting for me.
Oh, it's just so like, oof. All right. And then after they leave, because there's somebody else in the dressing room as well, and they're kind of getting it on right there.
That's a fantasy of mine, but go ahead.
Getting it on in the dressing room?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do that.
All right, I think it depends on the situation. Like a dressing room like at a Victoria's Secret, yes. A dressing room like at a Target, yeah, I don't know. Or a Ross's Dress for Less. Is that where I really want to be getting it on at that moment? I don't know. Victoria's Secret, though, sign me up. Yes, let's get on that. I'm with you. As they say, I'll co-sign that. That was probably one of the whitest things I could have said right in that moment, right there. But what I did like is that as that voicemail plays, he drops his phone, the voicemail plays, kind of breaks Dina's heart a little bit there. She leaves him. We still have the people thinking that Jonah has left. And then he's like, what a wuss. I can't believe you did that. And then the guy just says, bend down. I want to be able to see myself in the mirror. Which I think, I'm like, oh, all right. That was great. Some creepy guys just getting it out of the dressing room.
And also we have I don't know if this is a B or a C story. We have Mateo preparing for his interview for assistant manager.
And certainly everything we've seen of Mateo makes sense that he would want to get that job.
It
Never
does.
says that he's like qualified.
He's ambitious.
Yes. We've seen that before. Any taste of power that would probably, because it was a couple episodes back when he was kind of running when Amy got distracted. He was just, anybody that he didn't like, he was banishing to the freezer section. So he would not be good in the sense of power, but you could see why he'd want to pursue it.
Exactly.
And Garrett, of course, this is where we get to see the bad side of Garrett. He's trying to help Jonah out in a positive way, but with Mateo,
it's like, hey, this looks fun. Let's do it.
Yes, so he feels like, hey, it's not just the interview you have to worry about. You've got to worry about the talent portion of an interview, which I would love if that was the case for interviews. Would you if there was a talent portion for a job interview, would you be excited by that, or would you be like, oh, why are we doing this?
Not really.
No?
I mean, I don't have any talents. I don't know what I would do. I don't
That's
know
a
what I
lie,
would do.
Khalil. You are a talented individual.
Thank you.
And if you don't believe
that,
that, check him out at the Comedy Store there.
Comedy Store for Thursday, February 25th.
Yes, there you go. See it. Live tweet a set. It'll be great. You'll enjoy it. So this is a man that clearly has
I don't know if I
talent.
could do like a stand-up set in an interview. It wouldn't be the same as like doing it in front of a crowd with a group that wants to laugh. When you're in the office and this guy's just sitting there like, so why are you qualified? You know, it's not the same.
What's the deal? Just breaking into your stand-up routine. Yeah.
Have you ever been to the thing and it happens? Why do they do that?
It's observational, guys. That's what makes it funny. So Mateo then goes and starts doing. He feels like he's going to do some kind of long. I couldn't understand where this speech was going from. Like his trials and tribulations of getting to America, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you got it.
Yeah. So as Garrett was saying, you've got the steak. Now we got to add
Make
the
it
sizzle. Yeah.
I like that. I like that line.
I feel like just giving him more and more rope for him to hang himself.
You might
on this.
catch me using that a couple of times.
Yeah, yeah. You got the steak. Now where's the sizzle?
Where's the sizzle?
Yeah. And then we also do cutaways too, where we get to see Dina at the makeup counter. There's that scene that was so creepy where she sharpens up that makeup pencil and then just gets it so close to that lady's eye.
Oh, you saw me cringe a little bit. I was like,
Yes.
she's gonna stab it. It's gonna be blood gushing. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, we see none of her makeup efforts in trying to make people over.
She was like beating the one girl's face.
Yes.
Just
Just really rough. And so then that's when Jonah notices all this and is going to go over and try to talk to her. And then Garrett throws out your favorite line of the episode right there, where he gets on the loudspeaker and just announces to all of Cloud9 customers there is just think about what you're doing right now. Are you doing something that helps someone else, or are you just doing it to make yourself feel better?
And we get the lady in the background.
Yeah, I know you love that.
Getting the 2 boxes of cookies or whatever it was.
Yes, she did a lot of soul searching in that moment.
She
there.
did.
Yes, it was not an easy decision for
It
her.
was so awesome. She was just like, all right, no, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That was great.
And then we see Glenn. He's desperately trying to make everything where he's because the failure of interviewing everybody else. Amy's not going to do this, and he can't find any other good candidates. He's going to do both jobs right now, and it's clearly he's not suited. He's not even suited to do one job.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Took the words out of my mouth.
And so Amy says, "All right, I will do it." But it does turn out, at least I thought this episode was a little different in the sense where Amy didn't deliberately do something because she thought she was better than everybody else, and it ended up causing all these problems that she needed to kind of fix by the end of the episode. It was just being an honest thing. I can't be an assistant manager. I can't fit this in. And so I felt it was a little change for her as well, and it did pay off for her in a nice way.
Yeah,
in a sense,
she's gotten school paid for at least half of it.
At least half
it's
of
a
it.
big help.
That is definitely so. It's definitely a win. But as she walks, they walk in to the break room to talk. Mateo is ready to do his presentation, and man, did he put the sizzle in this thing! That thing was fantastic.
Literally, we had the sparkles.
Yes.
Yeah, literally.
We got the music playing, the light show going on. We got him dressed up as Uncle Sam. The great PowerPoint presentation of him photoshopped onto different animals.
So cute. So cute.
He did put a lot of effort into this. It's a shame that we could not see that whole talent portion of that.
I don't think
interview.
I've ever went that hard for a job interview. No.
No, it's. I mean, I guess I've been on interviews that I felt like I've nailed it, but I've wanted, but
Never with the sparkler.
I might take a lesson. You might see me coming to a job interview near you with dressed up as Uncle Sam with my sparklers, my face photoshopped on various different animals.
Just bring a fire hydrant with you. You never know. Want you to be prepared.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And then we see at the end of the episode too that Jonah sees Dina leaving the store as well and wants to at least take one little stab to kind of just make everything feel better. But she has moved on.
She's moved that quick. Now, was this the guy, the employee that stole something?
Yes.
That's the same guy. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
I thought so.
Our shoplifting guy that's like, oh yeah, check the tapes, check the tapes, check the tapes.
Yeah.
Okay, we will. Wait, you tape us? That's messed
so
up.
messed up, man. Dang.
check those tapes, man. Check them.
We here at AfterBuzz do not support stealing.
No. Check those tapes. We've often said that. But I did like that where since we weren't going to see Dina just kind of be like depressed or sad about all this. I did like how fast that she moved on. Because they were setting it up like since it's been this whole entire season that she's really been kind of pursuing Jonah. You thought like once it didn't go her way, she was going to be really devastated, and I like how fast that she just moved on.
Now, do you think we're going to get any change throughout the season now that she's been demoted to a different? To a lower position.
I feel like if we're gonna see her in different departments because I feel like if we see the makeup counter again,
that's a good.
Yeah, I think I should be in the writers' room, guys. Look at that. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, let's hire me. I'll come in. Yeah, but I feel like I would see her. I can imagine the last few episodes of the season we'll see her in different departments and seeing how crazy she is at that. Yeah. But I mean, I can't see why they would want because Amy's so competent. I don't see her giving it up, especially if it's paying for half her college. So unless we see Dina trying to actively sabotage her, maybe that's the case. But I don't know. But the fact that she can start dating coworkers now, and I mean, if a shoplifter dude, maybe it's
they may have a thing together until he steals one of her birds.
Yeah. Oh.
Not trying to wish that on her at all, but just saying it's possible.
No, she loves those birds, man. She loves them. Yeah. So I mean, I guess this opens a way now for maybe. No, it can't open because superiors cannot date subordinates. So that means an Amy-Jonah relationship at this moment is off the table. Yeah, I mean, and I don't think there's as
highly discouraged, actually.
Highly discouraged. Yeah, it's true. It's highly discouraged, but not inappropriate. Yeah. So she still could, even as an assistant manager. Oh, who knows?
We'll see.
All right, look at that. We've got a couple episodes left this season to find out.
I think so. I think that wraps us up.
That is.
Where can the people find you?
You can find me at Khaliel Abooboo's stand-up show.
Hey.
February 25th, live tweeting right out of that thing. And you can also follow me on Twitter at HappyGoJackie.
That's right, guys. You heard it. You can find all of us here on AfterBuzz TV. You can check us out. We got other after shows going on. Follow us on Twitter, like us, share us, do all that stuff. Shout out to all you guys that have been commenting and watching the after show. We see it. We love it. Thank you. I'm Khaliel Abooboo. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Khaliel Abooboo. And if you're in LA or if you're coming to LA or if you need a reason to come to LA, come see me at the Comedy Store February 25th, Thursday, February 25th. That's our show. Thank you for watching.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.